Without further ado, I would like to present our first speaker for this afternoon's program, Cecilia Chung. Cecilia Chung is a civil rights leader and activist for LGBTQ rights, HIV/AIDS awareness, health advocacy, and social justice. She is a trans woman, and her life story was one of 4 main storylines in the 2017 ABC Ministries When We Rise about LGBTQ rights in the 1970s and 80s. Please welcome Cecilia Chung.
Can you hear me? Okay. Thank you for being here. And I want to say, where's Holy Omenbo? I want to show my appreciation for the words that Holy Omenbo had given us. I think it's really important to put everything in context, especially on a day like this, when we just heard about the club in Colorado and what happened to the patrons there. And they were attacked not because they're LGBT, it's definitely because they were going to host a drag brunch today. And that kind of hate has no room in any cities. Definitely not in the cities. 20 years ago, Gwenna Raho was murdered senselessly by her peers. And 20 years later, we heard that there were 2 trans women being attacked in Vallejo. So these kind of violence are not stopping. But you know what? We are not going to allow that to take away our joy. We're not going to let the haters tell us what we can and cannot do with ourselves. We don't need the hypocrites to tell us who we are, because we know better than they do who we are. And not only about the words of Audre Lorde, but also Laverne Cox has said that, to be able to love another person and to be trans, it's revolutionary. And to be able to wake up every day, it's a revolution. And the determinations that we have to continue to live a full life, that's revolution. And no one can take our revolution away. But what we can do together, like Holy Omenbo has said earlier, we need to be kind to ourselves. We need to be kind to our brothers and sisters in the community. Yes, we do fight, but don't fight it in the open. Find a room, close the door, and duke it out or something. But we need to present a united front. When there are misinformation happening in social media, and guess what? There's a lot of misinformation happening, trying to tell the world who we were or who we are and spread fear. We need to stop it. We need to be able to uplift everybody's stories, tell them the real stories about our real lives. And everyone has a voice. It's different from when we first started, our activism 30 years ago. There's social media now, there's internet. So you all can have that voice. And I am asking you to use your voice, tell the stories of strength, tell the stories of love, and tell the stories of resilience. Because that's what we all deserve to hear. And most important, our kids, the next generations of trans and gender expansive youth, they need to hear the stories so that they know they're not a mistake. Thank you.